Hi there, folks, and welcome to this week's What Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 160. So, in our first story this week, we've got our environment story. And France hits its all-time highest temperature of a scorching 45.9 degrees Celsius, and I hope the weather's been really nice where you live. But of course, who could ever forget? I don't know if you knew this, but the lowest ever recorded temperature on planet Earth was minus 89.2 degrees, and that was in Antarctica back in 1983. But anyway, we're asked to work out the difference between these two temperatures. Well, obviously, to work out the difference, you perform a subtraction. So you take the biggest temperature, which is 45.9, and you take away the lowest temperature. So we're going to be taking away negative 89.2, and obviously we need the wee bracket because we've got two operation signs in a row. Anyway, difference means how far apart are these numbers on the number line. So 45.9 is all the way up here, and say 0 was there. Well, minus 89.2 would be all the way down here. So they're miles apart on the number line. And so actually, when we're taking away a negative, what we can actually do is we can actually add the 89.2 to get the answer. So it basically means we start at 45.89, and if we take away a negative, it means we go up, and that's going to tell you the distance between this very big positive number and this very low negative number. Anyway, once we add them together, it's a difference of 135.1 degrees Celsius. So, hope you got on okay with that one. Now, on to our science story. I thought this was a cracking one. So, we've got this asteroid passing near Earth, and it's jam packed with gold and platinum, so much so that it could make everybody on Earth a billionaire. So, what we've got here is we're told that all the minerals have a combined value of 8,000 quadrillion pounds. So we have to write this as a number, and it's not as easy as you would think. But obviously the 8,000, we can put an 8 and 3 zeros. Now, this is the confusing part because it's 8,000 quadrillion. If we added another 3 zeros on, that would give us like 8 million. But it would actually give us 8,000 thousand. If we added another 3 zeros on, then that's going to become 8 billion. But it would actually be 8,000 million. And if we added another 3 zeros on, that would be 8 trillion, but it could also be 8,000 billion. And if we add another 3 zeros on, so that's going to be 8 quadrillion, but of course it's 8,000 quadrillion. So what we need to do is we need to add another 3 zeros on top of that. So it's 8,000 quadrillion. But another way, of course, it could have given the value is it could have said that it's 8 quintillion, but it didn't. So anyway, that's our figure there. It's 8 with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 zeros. That's a huge number there. Anyway, part B, the population of Earth is 7.53 billion. So if the value of the asteroid was shared equally between all these people, how much would we all receive? So obviously it's talking about sharing, so it's going to be a divide, and we obviously have to write 7.53 billion out in digits as well. So that's 7 billion 530 million. And when we divide them on our calculator, this is the answer that we get. So the claim is true that everyone on Earth could be a billionaire because the value of this figure here in words is 1 billion, 62 million, 416,999. So fingers crossed they do bring it all down to earth and split it up, but I'm not really that optimistic about that happening. Now anyway, we've got a politics story now. So Donald Trump saying he'd quite like to meet Kim Jong-un of North Korea. On the border to shake his hand, and of course, as it turns out, on Sunday he actually did do that. We published this newspaper on Saturday afternoon. So anyway, if all of his meetings happened in the one room and there was all one handshake each, how many handshakes would there be altogether? So I think the key to this question is just to be nice and logical. So we'll start with Donald Trump's handshakes. So say he shakes hands first of all with Kim Jong-un, and say then that he shakes hands with President Xi of China, and then he shakes hands with President Moon of South Korea. So that's all the handshakes that Donald Trump would need to do to shake all of the other presidents' hands. So now let's start with Kim Jong-un. So we don't need to include his handshake with Donald Trump, we've already got that there. But Kim Jong-un would then have to shake hands with President Xi of China, and he'd have to shake hands with President Moon of South Korea. Wouldn't it be amazing if that happened? Anyway, let's move on to President Xi of China now. So we don't need to put down his handshake with Donald Trump, it's already there. And so is his handshake with King Jong-un, it's already there. So the only one that's missing is shaking hands with President Moon of South Korea. And all of President Moon's handshakes are here: Trump, Kim Jong-un, and President Xi of China. In other words, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handshakes altogether. Wouldn't it be amazing if that happened? But then Donald Trump setting foot into North Korea, the President of the United States for the first time ever. That's also pretty special, I think. Okay, so unfortunately Scotland's ladies were knocked out of the first stage, but England's ladies are doing very well just now, and good luck to them in their next match against the USA. And when they beat Norway 3-0, they had a 38.6% of the TV audience available. So we have to express this percentage as a fraction in its simplest form. Well, 38.6% means 38.6 out of 100. Now, to simplify this fraction, we need the smallest possible whole number on the top. So the easiest way to change into a whole number is to multiply top and bottom by 10. So if we multiply the top by 10, we get 386. And if we multiply the bottom by 10 also to create an equivalent fraction, we get 1000. And then we can simplify this fraction by dividing top and bottom by 2. So 386 divided by 2 is 193, and 1000 divided by 2 is 500. So the final answer we were looking for was 193 over 500. But anyway, folks, that was our word solutions for issue number 160. We hope you got on okay with these questions. We certainly enjoyed making them, and we'll continue to make them while you enjoy solving them. Stay tuned for next week's edition. We're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.